Stephen, we're chatting today about the World-Class Performance Programme that's been announced today for the Olympic pathway at least. We've got the para-athletes still to come in the new year and 13 Scottish athletes on the list. That's a great showing from athletes from Scotland.
Yeah, I think it's well justified, merited, and it's a nice reflection on the summer that Scottish athletes have had on the track. So yeah, none of it's been a surprise, and very, very happy that we have 13 people who are represented on the programme.
And particularly worthy of note, we have, of course, Neil Gurley, who is on the programme for the first time, Steph Twell, who is back on the programme, but first time, I think, as a marathon runner, and Jake Whiteman, who is there again, but is stepping up to the higher level. They've obviously had particularly good years.
Yeah, and I think, if you look at Neil, for example, some people would say that he was a surprise of the summer to make the GB team for Doha, and then particularly getting to the final and having pretty much a perfect summer in that respect. Although he'll be a little bit disappointed with what he did in the final, but to make the programme actually shows British athletics trust in Neil to be able to get the job done. He's British champion last year, and that reflection now coming onto the programme has to give him a ton of confidence moving in to what is going to be a hugely important season for everyone. Steph, absolutely amazing to transition from 1500 metres right up to marathon. She fits the profile of an elite marathon athlete and someone who can do a hell of a lot of damage at world level, and particularly at Olympics. So that's good for her. And Jake, moving up a level, moving up now into that expectation of final podium. How does he challenge? And those are, the questions that I know Jake and his dad are now trying to figure out, right, how do we now make, we've shown ourselves that we can do it. We've done it in Commonwealths, we've done it at Europeans, we've made the final at Worlds, we've competed really, really well at Worlds. Now, how do we grab a medal? And that's what's going to be the big question there.
And of course, also whether you mention all those other athletes that were on there, 10 other athletes who are maintaining their places, that's not to be taken for granted. It's a tough thing to do, to keep your place at that level. Yeah,
it is. And if you think about things, these are the people that British athletics have highlighted who are going to be contenders for places in 2020, some of them 2024, given their level and their age and their experience and things like that. So they've been highlighted as athletes who can move forward to challenge for podium places, and I think that's the bit that can't be underestimated. You've got the household names, Laura's and people like that, and Callum and what he's done. But every one of the 13, there's an expectation now, is that they move forward into 2020, then for some into 2024, that it is about competing and challenging at the very, very highest level of sport.